We finally heard from somebody inside the Chicago Bears organization, and he is a Justin Fields supporter. Bears president and CEO Kevin Warren spoke yesterday with Jared Payton of WGN, and what he had to say was very, very interesting. Let's talk about all that and more on today's episode of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Daily. Let's go. Now, if you are new to the channel, please like the video. Please subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. It's the only channel to talk Chicago sports, how Chicago talks, so make sure that you get in tune with us, man. So, Kevin Warren spoke yesterday with Jared Payton, basically breaking down a bunch of different things. Talked stadium, talked Justin Fields, talked Ryan Poles, talked about what his ideal vision is for the Bears' future, and had some very interesting things to say about each of them. The stadium one, I really like the direction he's going, keeping all options open, different things like that. And he talked about this, I think it's called an EPN roof, that basically allows you to sit inside and make it feel like you're sitting outside because of how the roof is, which is why he doesn't want to have a retractable roof versus a fixed roof. I'm very excited about that. I was like, oh, we can keep bear weather alive with a retractable roof. Feeling like I'm sitting outside while sitting inside, elite. Need that in my life. But the big thing that everybody's going to take away from that interview is what he said about Justin Fields and kind of the support that I think this is the first time we've heard somebody inside Hallis Hall, somebody who actually can make decisions, be in full support of the quarterback position. Basically what he said in the interview was that he's a Justin Fields supporter. He thinks that Justin Fields has all the talents that it takes to be a good quarterback in this NFL, that he wants to see him continue to grow, and that he's excited and happy that he plays for the Chicago Bears. And he talks about it in a very future sense, right? He talks about it in a long-term sense. And to me, right, like that was, I think it's more so surprising to me that we heard this because we haven't heard the Bears be committal on anything with Justin Fields to this point. So hearing somebody inside the organization who's as high up as Kevin Warren is give a strong support of the starting quarterback that's already there was a little bit surprising to me. I thought that it was very intriguing. I don't know if it has anything to do for Justin Fields' future, but he also talked about kind of his relationship with Ryan Poles and how they go back and forth basically on, okay, listen, I'm going to sit here and we've both been a part of winning organizations and we're going to come together and we're going to, we're speaking from a place of, I believe this will help the Bears and where they're coming from right now. And so it's not like, right, because there's going to be some people that in the comments, I already know it, where it's going to be like, well, Kevin Warren's just focused on building the building. He's not focused on the football operation side. But even Ryan Poles has said that that is not the case with the relationship that they are building up, that they love the fact, and he talked about that in the interview as well, they love the fact that Ryan Poles' office is right next door to him. He loves the fact that he can just get up, go in there, sit down at the big table, and they can hash something out. They can discuss things that need to be discussed. They can figure out what the Chicago Bears need to do together. And so it is, to me, there is a part of Kevin Warren that is a big part of what this is going to do. Now, he also said he implicitly trusts Ryan to make the decision, right? Ryan's the GM. He trusts him to go out and make whatever he feels is the right decision for the Chicago Bears, but he's going to bring all information to the table. And I would think that if Justin Fields is hearing this today, the one voice that you want to hear that's in support of you, that wants you to be a part of the Chicago Bears, that wants you to be a part of this Bears team, would be the president of football operations. Now, I do want to know how you guys feel. Let me know in the comments below. I'll be done to talk with you as well. Do you feel like Kevin Warren's support is more leaning towards Justin Fields sticking around here, or does this just add to the smokescreen more, right? Because the belief around the NFL is the Bears are keeping the pick. Historic haul, not gonna take something insane to go out there. Does this just add more to the smokescreen? Because now the president of the Bears operation is all in on Justin Fields. Doesn't mean he's all out on making the draft pick there. But what I did find interesting as well was how strongly he came out and how open he was about almost the desire to trade the first overall pick. He referenced the 85 Bears and said, basically, you think about how many players came out of one draft with that, right? If we could replicate what we did the year before, going out and getting DJ Moore, getting the draft haul that we did, right? And then he goes into referencing the 85 Bears. How many players were able to come out of a singular draft? And he's correct, right? Like, you got a lot of very good Hall of Fame, high impact players in one draft. And so could the Bears replicate something like that here? That seems to be what Kevin Warren is looking for them to do. That seems to be something where it's almost like that was it was a strong desire, right? Like, that's how it sounded to me when I listened to the interview, for the Bears to trade that pick back. And the options there are, like when they said historic haul, from Ian Rappaport earlier, that's what it would call for the Bears to trade that first pick. Again, I've talked about it, and somebody on Twitter, I forget your name. If you watch, appreciate you. He said, every time you say historic haul, I throw up a little bit, right? Like, I'm just sick of hearing it, historic haul. But that's what it would have to be, right? The historic haul. The haul would be historic no matter what, right? This is going to be more than what you got last year. Teams further down are going to want to move up. I think the Giants are a candidate to try and move up, right? There's a bunch of names on here that are looking to go get Caleb Williams. And did the price just start to spike again with Kevin Warren being in such support of Justin Fields? Again, the cards are so close to Ryan Poles' face that he can't see nothing else but the picks and the players in front of him, man. Like, I am loving how the Chicago Bears are handling this offseason. I feel like this is smokes over here, smokes over there, the fire's in the middle. Nobody knows where to run right now because what is really being said. But what I do love is that Justin Fields has a strong supporter, at least publicly, right? Like, privately, maybe there's something different, but Kevin Warren seems like a guy that for the most part you can take at face value. And I'm inclined to believe him when he says he believes in Justin Fields. He feels like Justin Fields can develop as a quarterback, and he feels like he's done some good things development wise here. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, he's lying blatantly into the microphone. Like, why would he lie? What reason does he have to lie? Yes, to add to the smoke screen of all of this, right? But like, it was how strong he came out. Because you remember when Ryan Poles talked about Justin Fields, right? Talked very vague. It wasn't, did he say he got better? Yeah, Justin Fields got better. We like some of the things that he did. He's still got these areas to improve, but it was very much a, what's the right word? It was very much not a glowing endorsement. It was more of an endorsement on, he did some things right, but we have to evaluate the situation that we're in. This was an endorsement that sounded more like, I'm hoping Justin Fields is the quarterback here for the foreseeable future, because he talked about him in the future sense. He talked about him in the, I'm glad that he's a Chicago Bear. He talked about him in the, right, this kid is, he breaks down the quarterback position, how hard it is, how much you have to go through, how much you have to learn to be in that quarterback position, how much time that takes, right? All of those things going into coming out of Kevin Warren's mouth, right? Strong, glowing endorsements in one direction for Justin Fields, and strong push to me in the idea of trading that first overall pick, replicating the haul that is there, and being able to go out and have all that draft capital utilized for the future. Again, I don't know if this is just adding to the smoke screen. I don't know what this ends up being at the end of the day, but it is a new wrinkle in the Justin Fields, Caleb Williams, Drake May debate, all of that, right? That I was not expecting to have this morning. So let me know how you guys feel. Let us know in the comments below. Of course, we'll be live for the Daily Show today. Me and the super producer and probably Ringo out in the studio today. So tune in with us for that as well, about 6 p.m. tonight. As always, man, it's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Bear down, one love. Peace.